The Egyptians saw the Nile's ebb and flow as the breath of a living universe. The Greeks personified the forces of nature, imbuing the cosmos with personality. Could our ancestors' perception of the living world around them have been more accurate than we realized? We look up at the night sky. Is it alive? Could it be that the universe itself is more than just a collection of celestial objects, a living entity, a vast organism with a purpose and direction? Could it be that it possesses a life force, a consciousness, maybe even a consciousness that we are a part of, intertwined with in ways we cannot yet fully understand? First, we must ask ourselves, what does it mean to be alive? It's not as straightforward as one might think to determine. Some argue that being alive entails being born and eventually dying, but stars also undergo this process. Others propose that living beings should have the capacity to evolve and replicate, qualities that some machines possess as well. Are any of these entities truly alive? Can cars or cities be considered alive? What about the entire planet? In modern science, one idea of a living universe takes on new forms. The Gaia hypothesis, proposed by James Lovelock, suggests that Earth itself is a living organism. This theory posits that all life on Earth, from the smallest bacteria to the vast rainforests, interacts to form a self-regulating system. The planet maintains conditions suitable for life, a delicate balance of temperature, atmosphere, and even ocean salinity. Imagine Earth as a giant breathing organism. Forests inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. Oceans circulate heat around the globe. Volcanoes release gases that replenish the atmosphere. These processes, interconnected and interdependent, create a web of life that sustains itself. While the Gaia hypothesis is still a subject of debate, one thing is certain: all living things must have ancestors. So who or what are the ancestors of our cosmos? And could it birth other brothers and sisters to our universe? Some scientists believe that our universe not only has ancestors, but also that these ancestors are very familiar to us: black holes. While black holes are enigmatic celestial bodies that draw in material and never release it, not even light, some scientists propose that each black hole is the birth of a new cosmic entity. They theorize that all the space and material pulled in and never released transforms into a new universe, much like our own universe expanded from the Big Bang and has been expanding ever since. The origin of this Big Bang could potentially be linked to black hole parents from other universes. But that's only the beginning. The fascinating aspect of this theory revolves around the fundamental forces of the universe. Our universe is finely tuned for life. Even a slight change in any of its forces could make life, stars, and even atoms impossible. To help you understand how unlikely our existence is, consider that scientists estimated the odds of everything that happened since the Big Bang and calculated everything that led to the fact our universe supports life. The number they came up to is 1 in 1 followed by 122 zeros. When considering several such magnitudes, perhaps the concept of winning the lottery doesn't seem quite as far-fetched after all. But for many, this is the evidence for a creator, as it seems nearly impossible to create such perfect conditions. However, this theory explains these conditions without invoking a divine presence. Without stars, there would be no black holes. Similar to the evolution of living creatures, for the universe to reproduce like a living organism, it would need to inherit traits from its parents, in this case, the perfect conditions for life. Without these conditions, the universe wouldn't be able to create black holes that could birth new cosmic entities. This implies that the universe cannot exist in any other form, much like any living organism on Earth that has perished without reproducing. Only the perfect conditions allowed for its existence. If this theory is correct, it suggests that it didn't occur in a single event, but rather evolved over generations of universes and black hole birth cycles. It is believed that a staggering number of organisms have inhabited the planet over billions of years of our history. Just envision the countless universes that could exist if this theory holds. When we contemplate the universe on the largest scale, it's easy to find connections between the cosmos and living organisms. Inside our brains, there is a network of several billion neurons, and even in computers, electrical pulses pass through microscopic circuits. Today, it's even possible to create computers from atoms generated by quantum mechanics. If we can process thoughts and simulate computers to think, is it possible that the entire universe can do the same on the largest scale? The concept of a quantum mechanical computer suggests that every single atom can process bits of information and exist in more than one place at the same time. Scientists have already succeeded in making it work on a small scale, calculating 3 times 5. While it's not rocket science, it still proves that on the atomic level, our universe can think, implying that our universe might be alive. Scientists believe that if our universe is alive, it's not only capable of thought, but it's also smarter than anything we can begin to comprehend. It possesses the ability to create not only stars, planets, and life itself, but also more than we can possibly imagine. If our universe is alive, it would be by far the most intelligent organism to ever exist. So could our universe be considered alive? We may never definitively know the answer, but if it is alive, does that also mean it will experience death? Scientists believe that our cosmos will meet a lonely and cold end, driven by a force we know very little about: dark energy. The universe appears to be expanding at a rate faster than what was once thought physically possible. Consequently, this expansion would lead to an increasingly cold and dark universe. Let's consider our entire universe as a newborn baby. As this cosmic baby grows and evolves, perhaps its expansion is what we identify as dark energy, causing everything around us to move away. While this is purely speculative, if it holds true and we are somehow connected to this cosmic life form, will it eventually cease growing? And what impact will this have on us? Will it alter the future we envision for our universe? At present, these questions remain unanswered. The only certain thing is that if the universe can think, it's far smarter than anything we can comprehend in a godlike manner. Maybe that living universe created us. Perhaps God does exist after all. Well, that question should be explored further. Join us to find out in the next video.